We are on the YouTube. Hello, YouTube.
Hi. How you
And
doing?
I'm going to hit that button there to get us live on Alpha Geek Radio. And I'm going to hit that button there to actually connect us. Come on, connect. You know you want to. There we go. All right, we are on Alpha Geek Video. In a few seconds. Okay, we are on all the places. Hello, Internet Land. It is about time for the Small Screen Spoiler Show. So I am going to hit the button here, not the button that turns me into a cat.
You should hit that button. It's a good button.
Oh, I'm saving that one for Thursday. All right, so there's that. I'm going to hit the record button. So we're recording, which is usually helpful. Usually. All right, so, and then I'm going to hit this button here in about 5, 4, 3.
This podcast recorded before a live internet audience. To learn how to listen and watch live, visit tunein.alphageekradio.com.
You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is the Small Screen Spoiler Show, where we discuss and spoil your favorite television shows. So if you have not watched what we're discussing, you might want to come back later. This is your final
spoiler warning! I got to warn you. You're doomed to stay. Go. Go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Spoilers.
That's right, folks. It is too low. It is time for the Small Screen Spoiler Show, episode 20, or if you are so seasonally inclined, season 2, episode 2. I am, of course, your host, CJ. Don't bring a sword to a chainsaw fight. Boat. And that guy right over there, that guy right there, is, of course, Jared. Do something! As a veto.
So much shouting. There's everyone shouting. Do something! Anything, really. We're going to do something. We're going to spoil some things.
Yeah, we are. Tonight's shows are, as I drink my delicious, delicious goodness, Gotham, Season 2, Episode 2, Rise of the Villains, knock knock, Heroes Reborn, Season 1, Episode 3, Under the Mask, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Season 3, Episode 1, Laws of Nashor.
Knock, knock, knocking on Colin's door.
Exactly. So, as I'm not going to forget to play them this time, we have introductions for Gotham from Daryl.
Freshly reinstated Jim Gordon investigates the inmate escape from Arkham Asylum in Knock Knock. Meanwhile, Galifianicus. Meanwhile, Galvatron plans his next move. The young Master Wayne delves deeper into his father's man cave, and Enigma asks Santa Claus out for a date.
I don't listen to these before the show.
Either.
If it's not plainly obvious.
He didn't ask her out. He wussed out. And then argued with
Yeah.
himself and threw a file folder at himself. Except not really. I don't know. Threw it at a
So
corner. That corner had it coming.
Yeah, exactly. Corner said anti-Semitic things about his mother or something.
Oh my.
Oh man. Oh, this episode. Gotham, man.
Gotham.
Seriously, where were you last season? This is freaking awesome.
Yes. Thank you for being awesome now. I'm so happy to have your awesomeness here with me. You're really making the other two shows look bad.
You really are. Well, one doesn't need any help, and one's a season premiere. We'll give it a break. Yeah. All right. Yes, exactly. So, wow, this episode. I was really thinking that they were going to go straight out with the Suicide hard root beer. Suicide Squad bit. I still said it wrong. What the hell?
Suicide.
Suicide.
Say it 5 times fast. Suicide Squad, Suicide Squad, Suicide Squad.
No.
Suicide Squad. You can do it.
Beer. Oh,
How about Maniacs? Can you say that?
Maniacs with an X.
With an X, because they're extreme. It's like the 90s are back all over again.
I was gonna say, what decade are we in, man?
It's fine. It's fine. It works.
Forgot to put up my no, we're talking about Gotham thing. Sorry.
Oh crap! Me too. Good call. Oh no, that's not it.
Nope, that's
Nope,
yours.
Nope,
Yeah.
nope.
Nope.
There it is.
There you
Got
go.
Last one's the charm.
Yeah, so Maniacs with maybe Joker and not quite anybody else.
Oh, he's definitely Joker. Is there a question about that?
Well, there's a question if he is actual Joker or proto Joker.
If he's proto Joker, then they're just laying it on a little too thick.
See, because you don't really have, because Joker doesn't have a name. So you have, unlike Riddler and Penguin, where you have names for these people, the Joker can be anybody.
Exactly.
So just because it's some crazy kid acting like every Joker ever doesn't mean that he is the Joker.
He was even rotating through all the different incantations of Joker.
All of them.
He did some Mark Hamill voice. He did a little Heath Ledger stuff. And then, some classic Joker. Just filling it all in there. He covered all his bases.
Yes.
Just in case you're wondering if it's Joker or not. It's good. It's Joker.
I hope so. I like him. It's a good villain.
He's an excellent villain. It's fantastic.
So, and I mean, it's everything you want in a Joker. It's, psychotic and manic and crazy and amazing.
So crazy. Don't play him in Russian roulette.
No.
Somehow you will lose, even though it's roulette.
Because it's the Joker and you can't kill the Joker.
He's the boss.
Yeah, go ahead and go through your notes. We'll start with your notes.
All right, well, since we're already talking about the Joker, he did the Mark Hamill voice.
Yeah, he did.
It made me geek out for a second there. It was fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
He did it. He did it. It was well played, too.
It was.
He's been practicing. He's been practicing, I could tell.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on that kid's head, man. More than Bruce Wayne, more than any of them. There's a lot of pressure.
So far, he's nailing it. Let's just. He's got a whole season to go, though, so we'll see how he does.
Yeah.
And hey, Bullock's girlfriend, she's still around.
Mm-hmm. Cute redhead too. I'm like, yeah, all right, continuity. Awesome.
Yay, she's still there. You saved her from Scarecrow, and she didn't just disappear and never be spoken of again. Like engaged in stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. Way to go.
Good for you. Until you go back to
for
the
you.
Force. Then
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Busload of cheerleaders.
Yep.
Play.
Saved the cheerleaders and saved the day.
The cheerleaders and saved the world. I mean, the day. Didn't light them on fire. I was almost kind of disappointed.
Yeah, right. I was like, how far are they going to go with this?
It's like, are they going to
just
go there? Are they going to? Oh, they didn't.
And
go
then
there.
the next
Okay.
scene, then literally the next scene, they go
Next
there.
scene, they're like, oh crap! Now we're gonna go there.
They're going there. They are definitely going there.
Oh,
Oh,
let's just Gotham PD and bring
Everybody.
the staff numbers down about 2/3.
yeah. Anybody not intelligent enough to hide behind something or play dead?
Play dead.
I like that's how Nigma survived. Just play dead. Like,
After he tackled Miss Kringle.
of course.
Holy crap!
Oh,
I
dude.
was not ready for that. I don't understand how they can do this much stuff, and there's no way they can keep this pace going. Like it's just too intense.
Well, we said the same thing about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. last year, and they didn't let up until like 75% through the season.
Maybe it still felt like they had like some down moments there. This one's just like holy.
It certainly
moly.
wasn't episode 1 or 2. It was at least like 6 or 7 before they had a down moment. So maybe Gotham is pulling strings from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. like we thought it was going to.
Maybe. Or maybe they're just doing things right. Have like actual real villains, have, dark and crazy tone, but with a splash of just weird and bizarre and
Yeah. And
and
still
then-
making it a live action dark cartoon, and that's yes.
yes, have a little dark comedy in there even. They're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
it right. They're hitting the notes. And then was it the beginning of this episode? Yeah, it was the beginning of this episode when Alfred busted up the computer, right?
No, it was at the end.
It was at the end? See, I'm good. Like these two episodes flowed together so much.
Yeah, they're.
I can't remember where one
this-
ended and one began.
This really felt like it should have been a 2-hour season premiere. It just wasn't.
It's
Um,
okay.
So I think it might have been this episode that he broke the computer because he was fired and rehired within like 24 hours.
Which
but,
is
okay.
good. Because
I wrote a note down.
Yeah.
I wrote it down about this. You can't fire Alfred. Not because of the comic thing, because he's your legal guardian.
Yeah, there's that whole thing.
Just because you happen to be paying, or your parents still happen to be paying him, does not mean anything. You cannot fire your legal guardian. You are 12.
Yeah. And they didn't drag it out or anything either, which I thought was
No.
nice. Because if this had been season 1, that would have been drug out a few episodes and gotten annoying. But no, they just handled it. But the second he broke the computer, I wrote, Lucius Fox will fix it. And I was right.
It's good to know that they're already establishing that, or that trope.
The episode's not even, halfway over. Oh, there he is. Called it. I called it. Lucius.
It's good. I like that actor.
I know,
Good
I
actor.
do too. Let's get lots of Lucius Fox. We need Lucius.
Yes.
Morgan Freeman before he was Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, right. You just gotta have it. If he was a little bit smoother, he could be
Yeah.
a young Morgan Freeman. The only thing I disliked about the character, and this is going to sound really out of character for me, but are they turning Lucius Fox gay in this? Or was this supposed to be some kind of weird parental mentor love that he was speaking of?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I think
I'm
it
good
was
with
kind
it
of
being
mentor love.
homosexual, but like in the Batman verse and regular and normal Batman, he has kids and a wife and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's gay in the Gotham verse, cool, whatever. I'm for it. Just establish it and move on. Like,
I didn't get that vibe, but it might be. It's possible. They might go there.
yeah, like I said, I'm good either way. But it just need to establish it and move on. Don't drag this out.
And another note from that scene: please let Alfred talk weird Britishisms all the time, please.
Yes, so great. Oh my god.
And tucked him up like a kipper. I don't know what that means, but I don't think I want to know what that means. So I'm just gonna say yes. You can trust me. It's like I don't understand 75% of what Alfred just said, but it was awesome.
So great.
sucks him up like a kipper. What is a kipper? Well,
I think it's a fish or something. I don't know.
it is a fish. And I knew that much. And then he explained it, and I still didn't understand what he was saying. But
He's still awesome.
it was
So that's all that
definitely a
matters.
threat, whatever it was.
Yes.
And I didn't know the mayor was still around. So
Yeah, it was weird seeing that guy still there and still
he's got
hate his
rocks on
face.
head with the spider. Imagine the
Yeah.
spider.
Yeah, imagine spiders.
And how many of the pretend Suicide Squad is left now? Because
Killed 2, 3.
one got
3 of
killed
them.
on the bus, and then the crazy cannibal guy got shot by Proto Joker for stealing his joke, or
Yes.
stealing the punchline. It's like, man, they're running out of folks real quick.
And one was killed last episode, wasn't he?
Oh, that's right, one of the recruits, but he was
Yeah.
never really an official member.
Yeah. So yeah, we're down 3 of them.
We got pretend Joker, or maybe the
Got-
Joker.
You got
Um,
Lady Deathstrike, Lady Deadshot, in, the awesome black lady.
Yes. His sister somehow. I guess adopted or different parent.
Adopted or weird Gotham relationship.
It's possible. Seems legit. Whatever.
Yeah, then you have maybe and then Muscle Dude. Not quite
that's
Bane.
right. That's right. Muscle Dude.
Yeah.
He's in there. I
Yeah.
forgot about him.
Not quite Bane. And then the other 2 guys.
The other 2 guys are gone. They're dead. Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah. So I think there's one other white coat guy left. One other like dude from Arkham left. And then there's freaky leader guy.
Yeah. The leader of the pack.
Leader of the pack.
And the only other note I have is that a Ivy bag of blood in the Batcave? And why is that there?
It is still there. That's actually that shit's expired.
You
Don't
think?
put that into your body.
It's been
Seriously.
room temperature for who knows?
However long his father's been dead.
Might wanna
Do
throw
not
away,
put that
bro.
in your body. No, blood I watched this show called Adam Ruins Everything. It's a internet show made TV on True TV, and they went through what happens during a blood donation drive. And I learned, strangely enough, that blood expires after 6 months. So yeah, throw that crap out.
Especially if it's been sitting at room temperature. It's probably not
Yeah.
good. No.
Or not.
I mean,
room
maybe it's
temperature,
cool
just
in the
caves are weird.
Batcave. Caves may be pretty cool, but still.
Here's a mainframe computer in there, so you have to keep it somewhat cool.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
still,
That's
yeah.
true.
I mean, yeah, don't put
He
your
does have a
father's
little
blood
mini
into it.
server rack hanging out in there.
It makes sense because if he's playing Proto Batman, if he's playing Vigilante Man, we'll call him Owlman, and he gets the
That one's
crap
already
beat out of
taken.
him. Oh right, we'll call him Rat Dude. He
Robin. Wait.
yeah, we'll call him Sparrow.
There you go.
It's the reason why, for some reason, Batman needs a Robin by his side and not
Dave Feather or something. Yeah.
Dave Feather.
I don't know.
Dave
Another word for
Feather.
wing.
Hear me, I am Dave Feather. Daryl, make that happen. Make Dave Feather a thing. So you need to maybe give himself a blood transfusion if he loses too much blood for being shot or something like that. He is a doctor. Thomas Wayne was a doctor, so he knows how to do these things.
This is true. That's true. That's probably why he has a bag of blood just hanging out down there.
Yeah. Just don't put that in your system. Throw that out. Realize your father was a little bit insane, which is okay. It's all right. Then take it and throw it into the trash. Throw it into the bat trash.
And that's all the episodic notes I have, but I just want to say I'm looking forward to episode 3. Like Gotham's the show that I'm looking forward to now.
Yeah, I
Well
almost
done.
watched it this evening. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sitting there. I'm watching it. I'm watching Fox, and it starts to come on. I'm like, I could watch this. I could sit and watch this and be happy. And no, I can't because no, I did this last season and it ruined me on a bunch of shows.
Yeah, that did happen.
All right, so yeah, I'm really, really, really liking this season so far. And the previews look very interesting. The one thing I'm gonna miss. I liked the Captain Commissioner lady. She was a great part of the show.
Yeah, she's
And,
good. I thought they were gonna have her around for a little longer.
Yeah, it seems they're fast tracking him to Commissioner. Like,
They're like, yeah, we're done. We're done with all that. Let's just rush everything faster, faster, faster. This isn't working.
yeah,
Wait, what? Why was it? Oh, okay, that's fine. We still got like 20 episodes left, though. I don't know what else you're gonna do.
right.
What are you going to do?
All right. So take down the Batman and put up the Heroes Reborn Under the Hood, which sounds like a Batman. That's a Batman thing too. So there's that.
Under the Mask.
Was it? Oh, Under the Mask, right? Which is a luchador thing because guy runs around in a mask.
I guess is that what they were getting at? I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
that's what they were getting at because they kept yelling at him to see who's under the mask, see who the hero is under the mask.
Which
I had high hopes for this show.
did you?
I really had high hopes for this.
Yeah.
I and it is definitely not living up to those hopes. I don't want to say high hopes. I had hopes. I had hopes that it would revive the love that I had of season 1 and the like that I had of season 2. And
Erase the hate of season 3 and 4.
yes, and while it's not as bad as season 3 and 4, let's call that what it is.
I wouldn't.
It is. The show's not great, guys.
Okay, yeah, it's really not. No. I came in with just kind of a mild curiosity. I had no expectations. And I don't know. I just, it feels very disjointed and I'm not interested really in anybody's story. I didn't really even take any notes because there just wasn't anything interesting. The only notes I took were all about Kiko or whatever her name is with the katana. Because
Katana Tight Pants Girl.
Yeah, because her story is just so weird and wacky. There were lots of little notes to take because
very Japanese and weird.
Wow, your friend is really lucky that he walked in right as they were walking by and told him everything he needed to know.
Yeah,
exposition time, and then
exposition trope. Like
you were awkward and lucky.
Yeah,
and wow, you lost the sword fast.
Yeah, that did not go well for you, Kiko.
Sorry, Kiko.
I like Peter Pan's progression of powers. The kid.
Yeah, that he's learning how to use them. That's
yeah. That
story is somewhat interesting.
Power set is the most interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Zachary Levi's character is he's the reason why I'm even watching this show. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he is the sole reason why I'm like, ooh, Zachary Levi's in Heroes. That's awesome. Let's go watch that. And his character, while not terrible, it needs a couple more episodes to flesh out, but this is only a 15-episode series. So you only have a certain amount of time.
Yeah, and they didn't do much with him other than like, oh, he's a superpowers too, but they're just now showing up or something.
Yeah, he's an Evo as well, and he has the same Evo power as somebody else in the... there was somebody else in the first Heroes that like blew up and did a similar thing, and I remember that, and I'm like, we're already rehashing powers, really?
There's only so many superpowers, I guess.
We are rehashing powers, and that made me a little sad. Noah, who was the best part of episode 1 and 2, just nothing in this episode. Like the memory loss thing is kind of dumb, and
Kind of.
I really wish they wouldn't have done. And I saw that the Haitian who was my favorite character in all of Heroes came back in episode 1 and 2. I'm like, yes, he's back. This is awesome. Cool. Let's do that. Oh, wait, what? And then even more in this episode, it's just more. Wait, what? What's happening? I don't understand any of this. Why is this all so dumb? Quit being dumb, Heroes.
So who's the Haitian? Is that the one who tried to choke him and then he killed him? Or
Yeah, that was his power was memory replacement and memory erasing.
Okay.
And he's the one who wiped his memory. And at his order, but see, this is what ruined season 3, especially season 3 of Heroes. They had a question established in the premiere, and took forever to answer that question. And as we've discussed on this show, I am not a huge fan of no description toward no progress towards the answer. If there is a question, there should be progress towards that in every episode.
Mhm.
There was nothing in this other than Claire died in that hospital, but that was it. There's no progress towards the answer, and that is not okay.
And everyone's scared of him. And maybe they should be. I don't know. I don't know anything about his character previously.
He has no powers. He's a Evo hunter, basically. That was
Yeah,
what
but-
he was before
But he's
Heroes
like
Reborn.
the antagonist in the original series, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Him and the Haitian were the antagonists for Prilotech, which is, I think, a medicine company in real life or something. And
It's just like establishing all these different questions and giving no answers.
yeah. And I'm
None
okay with a
very-
bunch of questions being asked,
Yeah,
but there
like,
should be some
What's
progress.
with the invisible lady and the storm girl doing whatever they're doing in the
Yeah.
Arctic? Like, what's that about? And then what's his memory loss thing? And what's his mom freaking out about? And who's the guy with the suitcase and the pennies? And
Where do I know that guy from?
I don't know. He looked familiar.
Doesn't he
to me,
look
too.
really familiar?
He does look familiar to me. I wonder if he's on Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul or something. Seems like some
Something.
kind of random sleazebag that would show up there.
Yeah. But I just keep looking at him like, it kind of looks really familiar. And then the old tried and true car accident directly into the credits. Yay. Oh,
I
wait.
will
I have a
say,
thing.
I do like the little character names and chapter introduction text like floating around and the stuff in the scene interacting with it. I do like that. That's about the
Yes.
one thing I can say.
because that keeps you in line in a ensemble cast. Hey, here's the thing.
IMDb doesn't really have a unique
Oh, right.
description for this week's episode of Heroes Rehashed, so I'm going to go with the images on that page for this episode and make things up as I go along. A generic Japanese video game character with killer sideburns and leather pants takes on some digital statues. In the real world, a man takes a pledge of allegiance against a destroyed car, while two people are confused by finding a toy dinosaur in a clearly space-obsessed kid's bedroom. And a lager-drinking redhead picks up a brunette in a bar. And all of this because kids these days love video games, dinosaurs, and suggested lesbians.
I think he might have been reading episode 2 and
yeah,
not
that was
episode.
episode 2. That was definitely episode 2. Hey, Daryl, I know you're not watching and paying attention, but the premiere was a 2-hour premiere, and it was episodes 1 and 2, and the one we're doing tonight is episode 3. So I understand your confusion. I'm confused as well, and I'm actually watching the show. So
And as am I, and I watched all of Heroes and this. This is for those who listened last season, we kind of got this pretty early as well with another show that we dropped mid-season, Sleepy Hollow. By the way, watch the premiere of that. Still not digging it as much as I used to.
Sleepy Hollow's back.
Yeah, it's back.
Oh, whoops, I missed that.
It's not as good as it was.
No.
No.
The finale of season 3 was good.
Yeah.
Like, I finished it out just to finish it, and I was like, meh. Oh wow, that finale was really good. I might actually check out the next one. But
It's not bad, but it's not as good as the last season's premiere with the angel and the whatnot. But that was a show that
Mojo and the
again,
Whatnot.
that was another show that again gave you lots of questions, never went anywhere towards the answers until like the last episode of the season. And they're like, oh crap, we have to shove everything into one episode.
All the things.
All right, F Heroes. We'll keep
Wait,
watching that. Oh,
So what about the lady? The Steve Jobs of killing Evos?
oh,
with her magic
I don't
glasses.
know. Yeah, she seems to have some kind of like cerebro glasses. I'm gonna go X-Men here for a second. She has cerebro glasses that go on your head, and has a Colonel Stryker chamber in the back that extracts powers and digitizes them, and turns cerebro glasses into weird Cyclops glasses. I'm confused.
Okay.
Because you have a mind reader lady who apparently is strong enough to get the Haitian's power gone, and that turns those glasses into cerebro. So hot Professor X, or kind of Jean Grey-ish, goes in with Steve Jobs / Colonel Stryker, putting cerebro on glasses, finds dude, has his powers digitized, sending him to the digital world, and thus we have Digimon. It all goes together.
Hooray! And by the way,
I
we're going to go ahead and steal all of X-Men's themes as well.
Yes.
And
all
carry on. And I looked at this guy, and he looks really familiar because he is in all of the things. Like, he is a true working actor. He has been in everything.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Let's see. He was in True Blood, which I didn't watch. So you may recognize him from there if you watched that.
I did, but a lot of it while I was drunk and trying to do assorted things with Rachel because, well,
oh my,
that show was bad.
Yeah, I had no interest in that show.
So bad.
He's on The Mentalist, Heroes Reborn, Justified, The Walking Dead, 2 episodes of that, Medium, Infamous. Like, he's in all the things. Deadwood.
Who was he in Infamous?
Infamous. He was the Patriarch.
Oh, cool. That's where I recognize the voice from.
And he's on Alias. Not that you watched that. And
Nope.
he was in the
because FJJ Abrams television shows.
And he was the priest in the Keanu Reeves version of Constantine.
Oh, right, there we go. Oh, that movie.
And also, yeah, I don't know. Of course, I didn't have any investment in.
I didn't.
Constantine
I actually
at the time.
I got my
So
Constantine fix after. The only thing that I didn't like was because we were at Max Keanu Reeves at the time. That's the only thing I didn't like. Is I not a huge Keanu Reeves fan. I didn't particularly like him in The Matrix.
He was in The Cell.
And
I never watched.
But so that was the only thing that I disliked about that. And I knew that he was supposed to be British, and why couldn't they just get a British dude to play him?
Yeah, I know. I don't think I can ever go back after the show though, because man, that show was great, and I'm so sad it's canceled.
Yeah, and because it's a Fox deal, nobody is ever going to get the rights ever. Ever. All right. Nope, that's Mr. Robot. Nope, that's Arrow. Nope, still Mr. Robot.
Still Mr. Robot. Mr. Robot.
Nope, that's
Arrow.
Saul.
Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul. Daredevil. Man, how many you got? You may need to delete some of those, man.
Gotham again. Heroes. Arrow. All right, F this.
All right, Daryl, just look at my screen for the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. discussion.
Why do I not have that on my thing anymore?
I don't know. It's in the folder though. You can find it. So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is back. And I'm getting the vibe that you didn't enjoy this episode.
Daredevil, for some reason, is marked as S.H.I.E.L.D. on my thing. Why is Daredevil marked as S.H.I.E.L.D.? Delete that crap. I'm like, it says S.H.I.E.L.D. right there. Oh. Because I'm an idiot. No, I didn't hate this episode. In fact, it had some of the best acting that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, right?
Sims, man, just I love Angry Sims. But wait, first, before we move on, hold
Damn
on.
it, CJ, I haven't watched this one just yet, and I'm trying to avoid spoilers, so I'm going to just make this
God
up.
damn it, Daryl.
Coulson is going to do something with the Inhuman team while trying to survive the aftershocks of last season's exciting finale, and it's also called Laws of Nature. Some guy at work said there was a big CGI guy too, so I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
Speaking of Coulson, let me just go ahead and say this.
Yeah, go for it.
Are you familiar with the Phase 2, the MCU Phase 2 Star Wars connection?
Yes.
Where
Everybody has to lose a hand.
Everybody loses arm. So that apparently applies to the television universe as well. Because, Coulson lost an arm, hand, whatever. Nope, your face is gone. Oh, there it is. I just thought that was cool.
Yeah, no.
And I'm sure somebody got their hand chopped off in Agent Carter somewhere too, probably.
Well, Lucy Lawless got her hand chopped off in season 2 of
Oh, that's
Shield,
right.
So.
So it's two hands chopped off in Shield.
Two hands. Yeah, no, I didn't hate this episode. It was, I don't know what I was expecting with this.
No, I had no idea what to expect.
But I think I was expecting a little bit more than what was granted, but not in a terrible way. I was still excited. I saw Lash appear, and all last season I brought up Lash.
Who's Lash?
Freaking Lash is on TV now. Yes.
What's Lash? Who is Lash? What is Lash? What is this?
The scary, spiky, Inhuman guy.
Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and
That is
X off
Lash.
the note of what is that thing?
That is Lash. Yes.
That is Lash.
I was looking forward to all last season I was talking about where's Lash? I want to see Lash. That guy's probably Lash. Where's Lash? There's Lash. Yes.
So he's Inhuman, I assume, right? He's not a
Yes.
Kree freak thing.
No, he's Inhuman.
'Cause he seemed to be very blue and somewhat indestructible, so I wasn't sure.
No, he is Inhuman. He is one of the stronger ones. In the Inhumans, there are two leaders: there's Black Bolt and Medusa, which you're not going to get in the TV show. If you do, I will be very surprised. And then
Never say never. We got Matter Absorber Man or whatever.
Say Matter Eater Lad is in DC. Damn it!
I know. It's just Is it just
Absorbing
Man? Okay,
Yes.
Absorbing Man. There we go.
But you have those two, which are almost godlike in their powers. And then right below that, you have Reader, who is the blind teleporting guy. His powers weren't fully delved into in season
Before he
1
got all
or in season 2
stabbed.
before he got all killed and junk. And then you have Lash, who is almost as strong as Medusa. And it makes me very happy to see him on screen because he's a great villain in the Inhumans. He's really great. So yes, that made my night. I'm like, I saw Lash. I'm happy. I'm good.
I did enjoy that they made direct fourth wall reference to Sky's name is now Daisy and she's going by Daisy, but everybody, well, at least Coulson's having a hard time remembering to call her Daisy.
Yes.
And she got all the good lines this time. What's up with that?
She did. Yeah, she did. Dr. Hottie McGambit Pants.
What?
Dr. Hottie McGambit Pants. Human Gambit.
Oh, him. Yes.
He's back and a doctor. For some reason.
I don't want to go with you. I don't have a real life. Oh, we're going to immediately change that. Sorry.
Yeah, right.
Welcome to the team.
Oh, man. All right, go for notes.
Going for notes. Skybox. Whee!
Yeah, right.
That was tech, man. That was awesome. Just turn on the thingy, and this magical skybox flies out of the sky and scoops you up and shoots you up into the atmosphere. Because comic books.
Basically.
It was awesome. And I love the new plane. Love the new plane.
Yes.
I don't know where they got all these funds for all this new sweet tech that they have, but I'm glad they have it.
Ant-Man.
Which they referenced.
Yes. They also referenced Age of Ultron. Like, they got Age of Ultron out and Ant-Man out real quick.
Yeah, yeah, everybody's kind of jumpy after the whole dropping a city from the sky thing. Wachovia fell from the sky. Nobody's trusting aliens anymore.
Or Banks.
And then what was it?
And-
They referenced the PIM
The Pym disaster.
disaster or something. I don't know.
And
Ant-Man
London.
check.
London. They name dropped London.
I don't even remember that.
What movie did I forget London got wrecked face on? Because I'm like, all right, in Avengers 1, New York got busted apart. In Avengers 2, Sokovia got busted apart. And also
whatever
Wakanda.
that was that what's his face? Wow, what's his face? Hulk and Iron Man were fighting in
Wakanda. That was
Wakanda.
Wakanda. Yep. That is meant to piss off the Black Panther.
Right. Because
and
he's
to
going to be
introduce-
on the Iron Man side of Civil War.
For some reason. Though I don't think he's going to, but London did London get messed up in
He is
Winter
according
Soldier?
to the promo materials.
Did Captain America Winter Soldier go to London? I'm confused. I pride myself on remembering useless knowledge, but yet London in the MCU just like completely blank.
Daryl can probably tell us.
I'm
Since he lives
surprised though
in
they
London.
didn't, or something.
Well, near London, way closer than you or me. at
Yes,
least. He lives on the island.
I was surprised they didn't mention Daredevil at all. That actually made me a little sad that they didn't even just like name drop him in the casual Agents of Shield way.
Yeah, give it some time. Give it some time. I'm sure he'll name drop at some point.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not expecting him to come, ninjutsuing onto the screen, but just kind of a, hey, did you see that weird devil guy in Hell's Kitchen? No, moving on.
Should we go pick that guy up? No, he's good.
We don't need another blind freak. Hey.
Da-doom, ching.
All right, what next?
So episode MVP. Let's go ahead and talk about Fitz. Fitz, man.
Oh my
Fitz.
God.
Like every scene he was in was just, man, he was killing it. Showing up
And
at
they didn't
some
use him
weird
that
drug,
often.
like renegade something
Yeah.
thing in the Middle East, like throwing down against
Yeah, dude was like a badass in that.
warlords and stuff. Dang, Fitz. Holy crap.
I'm guessing, and this is just, of course, this is small screen theory show. I'm thinking he might be pumping the same stuff that Dr. Jekyll was. That's
That's
the
true.
only way that I
Studied
can
it.
explain his weird, like, superpowers almost.
And I didn't even notice that May was gone until they mentioned it. I
Yeah,
feel kind
right.
of bad about that.
Or May.
It's like May's been on vacation. She never came back. It's like, oh, that's right. May has not been in this episode, has she? There's just been a lot of other stuff
I
going
noticed
on.
that. I noticed that too. I'm like, there's a lot going on, but yeah, I felt like there was this weird nagging sensation. Like, there's something missing. May's on
Maybe Ward
vacation.
wasn't
Oh,
there.
there.
And I figured he wouldn't show up right
Lord.
away. But I'm sure he'll show up at some point.
I don't
They
care
just
about
won't let him
Ward.
die.
Let him die. Let him die.
Just let what's his name? Hunter. No.
Yeah.
Just let him kill him. That'd be fine.
Australian Aaron Paul.
Yeah, that's the one.
He still looks like Aaron Paul to me. I'd almost forgotten about the whole thing of what he did to Bobby until they brought it up, and I'm like, oh, right, that guy's a fuck. Kill him.
Oh yeah, the whole gun, and if you open the door, it's gonna shoot her, and she, took it in the arm, and was also
Oh, man.
tortured and etc.
Yeah, I'd almost forgotten about that, and just like it's been
Which
a
is
long
why
time.
she's working in the lab instead of going around beating the crap out of people like she normally
Yeah.
does.
I was wondering about that when I first. Again, it's been a while. Stuff has happened since.
Yeah, because I even wrote the note. I was like, Dr. Bobby? Question mark.
Oh, right. That guy needs to
Traded
die.
in your little sticks for a clipboard. What's going on here? Your little beat 'em sticks.
Beat him sticks. All right. What next? What you got?
I don't think I have anything left.
All right.
No, I've got 2 notes left. First is a quote, you told him I was a teddy bear. Oh, I don't know. I just like Mac. He's good.
Yeah.
He's a good straight man.
Yes.
And the final note, so where is Simmons? Let's hear your theories, Mr. Comics Man.
She's on a Tillin.
And
that's the Inhumans homeworld. Either that or she's on Spartax because Guardians of the Galaxy.
because Guardians of the Galaxy. Sweet.
Because that's the only show that you can't legitimately pull in to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, hey, holy crap, because it's a lot easier to have a silent walking tree or walking raccoon than it is to have Samuel L. Jackson on screen.
Or Chris Pratt. He's expensive these days.
Yeah, so, you have 2 CGI characters that you could just have walk across the screen or interact with her. So you can easily have those 2 interact and have Groot save her from somebody. And because it's Groot, you already have all of the lines.
Yeah, you just got to pay, probably got to pay Vin Diesel just a little bit to let you
A little bit of money.
replay
Copy and paste his voice. I could do that in my Audacity right now. I could create a dubstep group at Groot if I wanted to. But yeah, I mean, it's either one of those 2, either Attilan for the Inhumans or possibly Spartax or someplace like that for Guardians of the Galaxy, but probably definitely tying into one of those 2 because now you brought Cosmic into it. I say that because in the preview for the next episode, which normally we don't discuss, they say she's on the other side of the universe.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see that,
So I normally don't, and that's all I'm saying. But that's the only thing that I could think of is that she is obviously she is on a different planet. You have to bring the cosmic people into it somehow.
Cool. That makes me excited.
Yes,
I love the cosmic. I love the cosmic.
Yeah, Marvel Cosmic is some of the best cosmic, because you have such a diverse power set that you can play with. And you're not just restricted to Earth.
Yeah, they kind of immediately clued to that with the color palette going on around.
Yeah,
everything's
or
very blue, and then the
on,
planets are yellow and orangish in the background, floating around.
Yeah, she could be on Kree. She could also be on the undiscovered.
Kree that desolate?
It's the MCU, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Anything's possible.
It is. I mean, there's also a possibility because they only showed one city on that planet that the Nova Corps is on.
Yeah. Xandar. Sorry.
So you could be there because you didn't see anything else.
I will bathe in Xandar's blood.
Sorry.
So
no, I've been watching the Guardians of the Galaxy TV show on Disney XD, and it's fantastic.
I may have watched all the clips on YouTube.
I mentioned it in management chat, and I'm like, I can hear Jazz Googling.
It's cool. I know everybody's backstory now.
Yeah, and I'm not going to get into it. I might do a small for like what I did with Kimmy Schmidt last season.
Small screen spoiler show.
Well, yeah, make it my quote unquote bonus show. Just kind of go over some of the stuff that's going on in it. Not this week because I have to get out of here in a few minutes, but
me too.
Here in the next couple of weeks, once there's more involved. If you're a fan of, let's just put it this way, if you're a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy, one, you're going to love it. If you can get over the voices, because the voices are different, obviously, because Chris Pratt's expensive.
Yeah, except for Groot, he sounded pretty close. But I think that was
you
just the
need
guy
an
from
AD
Lilo
voice
and
guy.
yeah, the guy from Lilo and Stitch, the super deep voice.
Yeah.
Guy. I'm Groot.
You have a little bit of continuity things because a dude died in Guardians of the Galaxy that is not dead in the show for some reason.
What?
That's all I'm going to say on that one.
Oh, dang it.
Todd trade motorcycle.
Okay.
So yeah, it's really good. It's really fun. There's 3 episodes out right now. The first and second episode are a hour-long premiere, and then the 3rd episode just came on Saturday. So not much up to catch up on. If you ever watched, and not you, Royal, you listener land, if you ever watched any of the Marvel Avengers cartoons, it's the same people doing that. So if you liked that, you'll like this. Guaranteed.
Sweet.
All right. So now we are going to hang a lantern on it.
This week, since I haven't actually seen any of these episodes, I'm going to call back to Jared's request from last week and offer 2 tropes for the price of 1. Hide your pregnancy is used when an actress gets pregnant, but their character isn't. Various methods are used to hide their condition. They wear a lot of black, they're shot from the chest up, and yes, they do tend to go behind a bar a lot, as in Age of Ultron. Friends had a great example where Courtney Cox's character was unable to get pregnant, leading to an adoption plot, but she was clearly eating for food during the last couple of episodes. A similar trope is the written-in infirmity, where the same efforts are made to hide or incorporate an actor's injury. There are some pretty famous examples of this. In Raiders of the Lost Ark, Harrison Ford was suffering from food poisoning, so instead of a long and exciting sword and whip fight, he just pulled out his gun and shot the sucker. Luke Skywalker gets smacked around by a wampa to cover up injuries from a car accident, and recently in Django Unchained, Leonardo DiCaprio sliced open his hand while filming and was able to incorporate it into his performance. Quite impressive.
Yeah, Brett, thanks, Sam.
Impressive, indeed.
And yeah, so that goes into what I was saying last week, where the written-in barkeeper. So that kind of leads us into the final part of the show where normally, oh, wait, hold on. I have a spiel to read. If you want to submit your own segment, make it a minute and a half or less, send it via email, MP3 attachment to geekioshow@gmail.com, or you can leave us a voicemail, which I will almost always play. Try and keep it short, 727-489-4335. We don't have challenge shows for each other this week. Like I said, I'm going to, in a couple of weeks, in 2 weeks probably, I'm going to give a half-season review of the Guardians of the Galaxy television show. And then...
Yeah, and for me, Flash,
yeah, Arrow and Flash.
Arrow 3 are hitting the Netflix this week. So, yep.
Got a month. Got a month before we are so inundated with stuff that we don't know what to do.
Oh, jeez. November's going to be rough, guys.
It really is. I mean, Fallout 4 is coming out. These shows are coming out. I don't know when the hell I'm going to have any time. Freaking Extra Life.
Problem.
Right?
Problems.
All right, folks. We're going to go ahead and wrap up then. A little bit under an hour, but it's all right. Short shows are okay. So,
no, it's good. Short shows is what this was originally planned to be, right?
Exactly. All right. Let me take a swig of water here first. Good radio, folks. Glug, 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 glug. All right. So you can reach us at via email, like I said, geekioshow@gmail.com. Twitter is geekioshow. Phone number 727-489-4335, 727-489-GEEK. Website is geek-io.net/spoiler show. And you can support us and all of our things that we do over at Patreon, patreon.com/geekio.
Booyah.
So
let's look at some show titles. Eh? We have Knock Knock Knocking on Colin's Door, Dayfeather, The Angel and the Whatnot, Dr. Hottie McGambit Pants, Trading Your Beat 'em Sticks for a Clipboard, and Copy and Paste, Vin Diesel.
Indeed. And by the way, Day Feather. Totally. Absolutely. No way not going to be Day Feather.
Yeah.
That was the greatest thing.
Come on, there's got to be a synonym for wing, right?
No, we're just sticking with Day Feather.
I know, but it's been driving me crazy. Thesaurus a go-go.
By the way, all right, folks, just as a heads up, we don't normally on this show do cross promotion to our other show, but this Thursday, October 8th, I should know that because my daughter's birthday is the 10th. We are doing our Winter Movie Smackdown for 2015 / 2016. So come check that out. geek-io.net/live at 10 p.m. Eastern. Got me, Jazz, Raul, Dale. Mara is back in it, the winner of the summer with dinosaurs. And one other person and maybe a host. Don't know yet. I should probably figure that out. But yes, this Thursday,
Indeed.
October 8th at 10 p.m. Eastern.
And bonus, guess what's listed as a synonym of wing?
What?
Feather. Also airfoil. And
Day airfoil.
and pinion, which I've never heard that word before.
Pinion. Yeah, I've heard of pinion.
P-I-N-I-O-N?
Yes. Between wanting to be a zoologist growing up and also there's a bunch of cards referencing pinions.
Day airfoil.
Day
We'll
airfoil.
leave Day Feather. Day Feather's good. It's got a better sound.
Day feather.
Neck chuck.
Chuck.
I don't know. For some reason, I'm picturing a flying Apache chief. I don't know why.
Oh, God damn it. All right. Before Jazz gets me any more not able to operate, we will see you next week on Small Screen Spoiler Show. Bye.
Bye.
FMA Geek.io production. Copyright 2015. Geek.io. Geek in, geek out.
Thank you. What's that?